Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that every embarrassing thing you've ever done is now public. Every awkward text, every cringe joke, every embarrassing mistake from years ago. Everyone can see it. That time you confidently walked in the wrong direction. That moment you waved at someone who wasn't waving at you. That embarrassing thing you said at 3 in the morning and immediately regretted. It's all out there. No secrets, no hiding, no deleting it from existence. At first, the entire world would panic. People would stop going outside. Social media would explode. News channels would run nonstop coverage. Everyone would be desperately trying to find out what other people knew about them. Because deep down, most of us are terrified of being judged. We spend years trying to avoid embarrassment. We replay awkward moments in our heads, sometimes for days, sometimes for years. Some people still cringe over things that happened in middle school. But here's where things get interesting. You wouldn't be the only one exposed. Everyone else would be too. Your boss, public. Your teacher, public. Your friends, public. Celebrities, public. Politicians, public. Everyone's most embarrassing moments would suddenly be available for the world to see. At first, people would spend hours looking through them, maybe even laughing at them. But eventually, a strange pattern would emerge. Nobody is nearly as perfect as they seem. The smartest person you know has said something incredibly stupid before. The most confident person has had awkward moments. The coolest person has done things they wish they could erase from history. Even the people you admire most have embarrassing stories. Lots of them. And that's when the illusion begins to break. Today, we mostly see the polished version of people. We see their successes, their achievements, their best photos, their biggest wins. What we don't see are the thousands of mistakes hiding behind the scenes. Imagine if social media worked differently. Instead of showing your highlights, it showed everything. Every failed attempt, every awkward conversation, every embarrassing misunderstanding. Suddenly, everyone would look much more human. And maybe that's not a bad thing. Think about it. How many times have you assumed everyone else has their life together? How many times have you looked at someone and thought they never make mistakes? The truth is, they do. You just don't get to see them. In this world, you would. And after a while, something unexpected would happen. People would stop caring. Not because embarrassment disappeared, but because there would simply be too much of it. Imagine trying to keep track of embarrassing moments for billions of people. You couldn't do it. Your brain would give up. It would be information overload. Today's shocking secret would become tomorrow's forgotten memory. And that's surprisingly similar to what already happens in real life. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. It's a tendency to believe that other people notice and remember our mistakes much more than they actually do. When you trip in public, it feels like everyone saw it. When you say something awkward, it feels like everyone remembers it. When you make a mistake, it feels like the entire world is watching. But most people aren't paying nearly as much attention as you think. They're too busy thinking about themselves, their own mistakes, their own worries, their own embarrassing moments. In fact, while you're lying awake at night, thinking about something embarrassing you did 5 years ago, everyone else is probably lying awake thinking about something embarrassing they did. That's the funny thing about embarrassment. It feels personal, but it's actually universal. Everyone experiences it. Everyone has stories they wish never happened. Everyone has moments they'd love to erase. And if every embarrassing moment suddenly became public, we'd finally realize that. But after seeing everyone else's embarrassing moments too, you might finally realize something. You've never been nearly as weird, awkward, or embarrassing as you thought. You've just been human. And so has everyone else.